Today I'm going to show you how you can create your first AI agent within 10 minutes. But before we can create our first AI agent, we have to understand the main components of the AI agent. And that's why I created this demo graphic, which shows all of the main components of the AI agent. Here we can see that it always starts with an input, and this input can be activated by various triggers. These triggers can be a Telegram trigger or a chat trigger within n8n itself. And this input is also called the user message because the user has to do something to activate the workflow. After the input, the AI agent knows will be created, and this node consists of three main components. The first one is the brain, then the tool, and then the instructions of the AI agent. The brain basically gives the agent the ability to think and to make certain actions. This brain can be OpenAI, Gemini, Llama, or other LLM tools, which stands for large language models. And every brain has a memory, and this basically lets the AI agent remember some of the messages or actions that you've already done. And this can be used if you're, for example, building a chat agent, a personal assistant, or a RAG agent. For the memory, you could use window buffer memory, which is already integrated with n8n, or you could use Postgres or other tools. Then every AI agent has a tool attached to it, which lets the LLM tool take action in a certain app. An example of a tool can be Gmail, where you can send emails to people or reply to emails. But the power of an AI agent really starts to show where you're going to connect multiple tools to your agent. And you could, for example, connect Gmail, Google Calendar, and Google Sheets to your AI agent, and then it can take actions on all of these tools. But for the AI agent to understand which tool it has to use, you have to give the AI agent some instructions. And these instructions can be given by adding a system prompt into your AI agent. So the system prompt basically gives the AI agent the instructions to know when it has to take action or when it has to use a certain tool. And then the last component will be the output, and this will basically give us the result that the AI agent has done. Okay, so let's go to n8n to start building our first AI agent. Okay, so we're in an n8n and the AI agent always starts with an input, so let's add our input. For this demo purpose, I'm going to use a chat trigger, but you can also use a Telegram trigger or a Gmail trigger. So in this chat trigger, we can send messages that later on will be sent to our AI agent when we add it. So now we will add our AI agent. So we click on the plus, then you'll do AI agent, and then we have added it. So here it's already showing the main components of the AI agent. So we can see the chat model, that's going to be the brain. Then we can see the memory, and we can see the tools that we can attach to this AI agent. And afterwards, here we're going to add the output. But we can see that there's an error because our AI agent is coloring red. And this is because we didn't add our chat model or our brain. So let's do that. So we click on the plus, and then here we can see that these are all of the LLM tools. So these are Anthropic, DeepSeek, or OpenAI. For this demo purpose, we're going to use OpenAI. And in our OpenAI chat model, we have to first add our credentials. So we will press on create new credentials. Then we will open the docs, and here it has a full documentation of how you can create your API. So here we can see using API to generate your API key. So we press on API keys, then we'll go to the website of OpenAI where you can create your API, and then you need to press on create new secret key, and you have to add a name. So I will do n8n, they will create new secret key, and here you have your API code. So you will copy this API code, then you will go back to your n8n and you will enter it into your API key. Then after you press on save, it will turn green, and then you know that your API key is connected successfully. After we have selected our credential, we have to pick our model. And as we can see, OpenAI has a lot of models. But for this demo purpose, I am using GPT-4o Mini because it is basically the cheapest one of OpenAI. So we can see that our AI agent has a brain connected to it, so it now has the ability to think and to take certain actions. Now if I, for example, say, hi, my name is Sil. So hi, my name is Sil, how are you? Then he says, hi Sil, I'm doing well. Thank you, how about you? And if I now say, what is my name? So I say, hey, what is my name? Then it says, I'm sorry, but I do not know your name. So it didn't memorize my name because I just explained that my name was Sil. So for the AI agent to remember messages, we have to connect our memory. To add your memory, you have to press on the plus, and then we can see that we can pick from multiple tools. So here we have simple memory, Postgres, and other tools. But for this demo purpose, I'm going to use simple memory. And then our session key from previous node is already connected, and this will be the session ID from our chat trigger. And then we have the context window length, and this is basically how many messages your AI agent has to remember. So I have put it on 5, so it has to remember 5 messages. So now if I will say, hey, my name is Sil, then it will say, hey Sil, how can I assist you today? And then if I say, what is my name? Then it will say your name is Sil. So it did remember my name. And that's basically how the memory tool works. Now we are going to give our AI agent a tool so it can take actions with this tool. To add our tool, we are going to press on the plus, and then we can see all of these tools that we can connect to. So for example, Airtable. But for this demo purpose, we're going to use Gmail. So we're going to connect our Gmail. And in the Gmail tool, you will first have to add your credential. And I've already created a video about how you can create all of your Google credentials. So I will leave a link down below in the description. So you have to add your credential, and then we're going to do tool description on set automatically. And then the resource is going to be message, and the operation is going to be sent. Because with this tool, we're going to send emails to people. And then to will be the person that you want to send the email to. But if I'm now going to add an email, then it is fixed. And that means that you can only send emails to the email that you have entered into this input field. And that's not what we want, so we're going to put it on expression. Now it's on expression, and we're going to do fromAI. So we will do two brackets open, and then we'll scroll down until you see fromAI. And what this basically does, they will let the LLM tool use its brain power to configure all of the input fields. So you only have to give it a prompt, and then it will look into your prompt and think, okay, what do I have to do for to? What do I have to input for subject? And what do I have to input for the message? In fromAI, we do have to give it a description so it knows what it has to do. So we will do email receiver. So for the subject, it's basically going to be the same as to. So we will copy this expression, and then we will paste it into subject, but we do have to change the description. So the description will be subject. So this will be the subject. Then for the email type, it is not going to be HTML, but it's going to be text because we want to send a text email. And then for the message, it is going to be the same as the subject and to. So we will copy the expression again, and then we will paste it into the message, and then you will change the description to body. After you have filled in all of the input fields, our tool is connected. We have added our Gmail tool, and now we're going to give our AI agent a system prompt, so it has some instructions on when it has to use the tool. So in our AI agent, we're going to press on add option, and it will do system message. In our system message, we're going to add an extra line. So here we already have you are a helpful assistant, and now we're going to say Gmail tool, and in the Gmail tool, we're going to say this tool has to be used when we have to send an email to a person. So now we have Gmail tool, use this tool when an email has to be sent to a person. For the AI agent, it is nice to know what the date/time is, so you'll press on expression, and then you will add two brackets, and then you will do now, and now it knows which date/time it is. Now we've added our AI agent, and the last thing that we have to do is add the output, so we'll press on the plus. For this demo purpose, I'm going to use edit field to receive my output, but you could also use Telegram, Gmail, or other tools to receive your output. So I will add an edit field, and here we can see that it's hard for us to drag in something into the input field because we have no input data yet. So that's why we're going to run the workflow first. Now we have run the workflow so we can configure the data into our edit field. So for the name, we're going to do output, and then for the value, we're going to add our output from the AI agent. So we'll drag it into this data input field. Now we can receive the output into this edit field. And to show you guys that this workflow works, I'm going to send the email to myself to show you that the AI agent is going to use the Gmail send email tool. So here I said, send the email to swinformation0@gmail.com with the subject subscribe and the body like and subscribe. So we can send it, and the workflow will be run. Here we can see that the Gmail tool is going to be used and that we have received output into our edit field. So we're first going to look in our edit field, and in our edit field we can see I have sent the email to swinformation0 with the subject subscribe and the body like and subscribe. And now we're going to look in our Gmail to check if it has really sent this email. We are in a Gmail, and we can see that we have received an email with the subject subscribe and with the body like and subscribe. So our AI agent works. If you have any questions left, then leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.